We're here at NRA Annual Meeting in Dallas 2018. John Pop here with the reunion of the Gun Gurus right here on Curator's Corner. How did I get so lucky, you guys?
You've been living right.
There you are. I don't know about that.
I was trying to be polite.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Jim Topeka, Phil Schreier, NRA Museums, the Gun Gurus are back, and we're doing what we love to do at shows like this, taking advantage of some wonderful things and special opportunities to look at some firearms and lots of other stuff. So tell us, gentlemen, what's going to happen here now?
Well, at the NRA annual meeting each year, we have a collector competition display for historically educational exhibits, and the best collector clubs in the country come out, and they bring the finest firearms out of private collections. You'd never see these in museums or any place else. This is the only time you get to see them. And we select, the Gun Collector Committee of the board selects the 10 best guns in the show and awards them silver medals. And we're very honored to have one of those silver medal guns up here with us, and a gun that a lot of our viewers are going to recognize and appreciate and probably have one of.
And we've got representative from the Ruger Owners Collectors Association. Did I get it right?
Ruger Owners and Collectors Society.
Ah, there we go.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Don Finley from Lubbock, Texas.
All right,
Don, thank you for coming up here with us.
Thank you.
Tell us about the wonderful gun that won one of the 10 best silver medal awards that we gave out this weekend.
This is the first firearm shipped from Sturm Ruger and Company in 1949, serial number 3, and it belonged to a factory employee. Grips were made by Firestone Rubber Company, and they didn't have medallions at the time that they made this gun, and the medallion is just a slug that they turned in the back in the shop. And they have now shipped about 45 million guns, and this is the first one.
Very first Ruger that was ever shipped, and a milestone model. This was a reliable, accurate 22 that was also affordable, and it took America by storm.
$39.95.
Yeah.
What year was that?
1949.
And that was the old Red Barn in Southport, Connecticut.
Right. This gun was made and shipped in September of 49.
And in our own National Firearms Museum in Fairfax, we're renovating the Hollywood Gun exhibit, which is in the William B. Ruger Gallery, Mr. Ruger being one of our first benefactors to the museum. And we have on display the very first gun he ever made, which was a Savage 99.
Yeah.
Right.
And we have a Ruger Mark II, serial number 1 million.
Oh.
And that came out, I think, was 75?
79.
79.
Yeah.
So from 49 to 79, 1 million of these.
So we now have one here, and you have 1 million.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
Number 1 and 2 is still at the factory. This is number 3.
Oh, number 3.
Number 1 and 2 was never shipped.
That's the first one to ship.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And never assembled. Those 2 are just barrel receivers, 1 and 2.
So I think you have something else to show us, don't you?
The silver medal.
And
we
a surprise.
Got a check. We got a check.
Wow.
Donation from the club, $1,500 to the National Firearms Museum. We really appreciate your generosity. You know, the NRA Museum runs off of donations from collectors and from NRA members, and we think it's going to the finest firearms museum operation in the country, and we're very, very grateful for that support.
We're happy to do it.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking it.
And let the next guests know that you set the bar high.
Yeah.
Phil, are you going to start a bidding war?
Well, of course.
Of course.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
Don, thank you so much for being here, first of all, and sharing this firearm and all this, and for donating to the museum as well. Thanks, gentlemen. Appreciate it.